Hello.
Hello.
Happy Labor Day.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on Labor Day. This is exciting. We're finally in this September, the months.
That's right.
Yeah, most of you like that pumpkin spice, whatever, basic drinks from Starbucks and other places. Why do we like the months?
Because it's oyster
season. Although, granted, I eat oysters throughout the year, but I only eat northern oysters. Now I can eat whatever oysters I want, and I don't have to worry if they're raw because they are delicious and I love them, and I cannot wait. Well,
what are your two favorite ways to have oysters?
Raw,
right?
With any kind of hot sauce.
Correct.
Yeah. Or
and what's the second way? Just out of curiosity, because like there's all kinds of dishes. Like I've had oysters Diablo and
don't like
oysters.
any of that crap. No.
Oh, really?
There's too much like other sauces or cheeses on them. So I just like them like with any spicy stuff on top and on a cracker, or even just off the shell.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
I like
good.
that salt flavor. I even like it. I don't usually love like cooked oysters, but if you just tap it on the grill for a little bit and then eat them. I don't know if you remember this, but back in the days of CJ's.
Oh, I love CJ's.
Yeah, there'd be two of us who would get like a bushel to share, and he and I would take that bushel down and not be sick. And Gator game days were the best when we had CJ's. I love those days.
CJ's was such a great place.
I know.
It's been like 27 other things since then.
Yeah, it really has been. I don't even know what it is
I don't even know what it is
I do
today.
miss the old CJ's where they would shuck your oysters at the bar as you're watching.
We need a
the
good
Gator
oyster
games.
place in Gainesville.
We do. I miss that. That'd be great. So so happy Labor Day and oyster season.
There you go.
All right. Well, it is our first week of September, so we can go over August numbers versus July. So that's my favorite.
Yay.
But before we go into the Monday Market Moment, let's check out our top producers of August.
Ooh.
All right.
No surprise there.
Right. We got Sky at almost $1 million this past month in August. So congratulations. And that's all through when the market was kind of like tame, and, we've been taming through like we usually are. August is usually the last month of big sales. But this year it's been a little different. The last month of big sales was about July, and we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
So pretty good job. Great job. Sky's almost always on the top three. So like she said, no surprise.
No surprise. I love this one because that was kind of a team effort.
Yeah, there you go.
Sky and Jose worked together. So
yep. So we've got another almost $1 million producer, Jose, who's opening the new restaurant Dickie's, a Texas style barbecue restaurant on Tower Road. So
next to Halo Donuts.
Oh yeah, opening's coming up soon. So hopefully you'll be able to check that out and enjoy their delicious barbecue. All right, we got number one. The biggest non-shocker.
I know.
She is the rebellion as we listen to kind of Star Wars-y music. 1.3 million. You go, Jackie.
Very
always
hard
on
worker.
top.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to take her down, but you know what? The difference between Jackie and a lot of people, and all of these people who are on the top three, is that answering the phone, connecting with customers, following up with past customers, and really providing stellar service. Being there for their customers so they come back. So great job, all three of you. All three of you are excellent at doing that with your sphere of influence and your leads. So yay! Top three Rabell right
Good
there.
Good job.
All right. We got this Monday Market Moment.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Oh, do you want to go through the July, August, or do you want me to go through them?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
You got it.
So Alachua, we'll start in Alachua first. July closings, 260 versus 263 for August.
Look
so
at that.
very
Oh.
similar. August, you saw 143 active and 205 still pending out there. So things are
look at that. The numbers of last week are lies because look, Marion County also closed at or more. So pretty good.
They're holding strong.
I think that's like normal for the end of the summer. People are finalizing their sales to start school. School started in August here, September other places. So,
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go. They're still closing strong. So
So yeah, let's
Yep.
see, Marianne, you had 497 for July and 524 for August. So seems pretty on track. You had 489 active and 518 closed.
good job,
you're
Alachua
pending,
County
I'm
and
sorry.
Marion County. Right.
Let's see here. What do we
Do we
have?
have an-
St.
yep.
Augustine. Somebody's at your door.
My ring's going off. Whoops.
All right, so closed in St. Augustine. And remember, we're hyper-focused on the beaches area. You've got 48 for August and 40 for July. So
comparatively.
again, everybody's just slightly higher.
Well, a lot of the numbers were kind of based off of Florida, and look at that Hillsborough. I mean, not to like jump through St. Augustine and not talk about the active and pended, but check that out.
Yeah,
that is where they were saying that July was better.
Yeah. So 907 closed in July in Hillsborough County versus 796 in August.
Yep. So that's where you're seeing like less closings, and it's really in that city that I guess you could say county in this sense. This is like the Tampa Bay more area of the 4 Tampa counties, right? There's like 4 that are in. She's more of the Tampa person. That's why I look at her. But that was really like a huge market. We've talked about Tampa being the top market of Florida, and one of the top markets, if not the top market, that people were moving to for the nation, kind of. So it was like one of the favorite cities to go to. But when we were talking about numbers and things were kind of dropping, it was more Florida. We looked at the individual places, but this really tells me that and reminds us that real estate is local.
It really is. It really is.
So yeah. But they're still active, 787, which is close to the closed, and then pending 855. So it's still pretty even there with the active pending closed in Hillsborough
They're
County.
staying busy. It looks like.
Yeah. So there you go. The numbers, the last 2 months versus each other, just looks like they're still going strong for this market. Down from last year, but up from last month. How about that?
I like it.
Right.
Staying busy.
Yeah.
All right. So September 10th from 9:30 to 12:30 at our office in Hale Village, we're having our quarterly Fit for Fun. We do have it annually, but it's 4 times a year annually. No, I'm just joking. We do take the summer off, but we are bringing it back. So we've got Suda's Fit Foot and Halo's Health CBD. And both are really great.
Yeah. And we might have Celebrate Primary Care there.
We would love to have Celebrate
Yes.
Primary Care. No pressure. We're not naming you on the podcast or anything, but we would love to have you there.
So that's actually during the farmers market, which makes it really easy. You can come down, learn about these vendors, purchase some products from them, sign up for their services, and talk about real estate with us if you'd like, and then go out to the farmers market and buy the beautiful flowers, get some fruit and veggies, some other plants, some great delicious cooked food that's right there, muffins, all the fun stuff that's in the Hale Village Market. So we'd love to see you. So we want to remind you that we are hosting this this coming Saturday, you could say, 9:30 to 12:30.
Yes.
See you there.
Oh.
This is a big one because it's not just Rabell, but it's also Elio's 2 Fiesta Radio Fest. Check that out. Remember, Elio's the one who also broadcasts and produces this podcast for us. So we will always love to thank him. But we are one of the sponsors for this huge event that's coming on the evening of September 10th from 4 to 10. You've got Latin music, mostly salsa, but a bunch of other Latin music. A great time to dance. Paco would miss this, I have to say. He would be huge here.
I was thinking about that.
Local delicious food. There's vendors all over. So there'll be different booths. There's going to be a live concert with Melinda Almodovar from La Muñeca de la Salsa. So again, salsa music. And all at the Bo Diddley Plaza. There's going to be drones, recording all of this. Again, the live music is just going to be spectacular. They're going to have a big LED screen up at the top. It'll be something that you've never seen before. And although it's during the Gator game, not everybody goes to the Gator game. So if you don't have tickets and you want to go check out, this fun fest and dance to great live music, come down. Cece will be there for Rabell and Team KNR, and actually also for KNR Property Management. She'll have a booth there. We'll have lots of prizes and just free gifts, free swag. We've got... we didn't even bring one. We always forget this, but they're plastic bags, so they should be posted later today, if not already on our Facebook. But they're the plastic bags for football games that you can take in, put all your stuff in, and they're compliant. You'll have those and a lot of other fun swag for you. So come by, see our booth. Rebecca, you might be there if you can.
I might. I got to figure that out.
We got some babysitters maybe, or someone to come and play with the kids.
If you like to babysit kids, please message us below.
I will be at the game. I will miss this. I'm going to come by the first hour or two, check it out, but I won't be able to have fun with Melinda. So, the concert. But come by and check us out. It'll be a lot of fun.
And then we also have Oktoberfest coming
Everybody's
up.
favorite event.
Oh, yes. This is a great one. October 14th. And that will be at the Rabell Realty Group office, but it is for all of the Hale Village Center. They'll shut down the streets. There'll be multiple live music vendors. There will be food, drink, obviously.
Lots
and
of music.
if you're a friend of Rabell, you stop by the office, pick up some cool gifts. We'll also have food and drink for our friends, family, past customers, and anybody that mentions this podcast.
There you go, right? So we'd love to see you. It's always one of the most fun events in all of Gainesville, and we'd love to host our office there. So we will remind you this until it comes up, because we love this event, and we usually have live music in the office, but we probably won't have it in the office this time because it's a little different, and we'll have it right outside our office. It'll be a lot of fun. So we hope to see you there. And since it's Labor Day, we are going to take a quick break and then come back. We won't do the full 30 minutes unless we really get to talk on the next one, on the next 15 minutes. But go ahead, check out this awesome video about Micanopy.
If you're looking to step back in time to old Florida living with park benches and oak tree moss swaying above your head, look no further than the town of Micanopy. 20 minutes south of Gainesville, the town of Micanopy boasts quaint antique stores and a rich history. The town was named for a Seminole Indian chief, Micanopy. Today, you can visit over 39 sites listed on the National Registry of Historic Places in Micanopy, one of which houses Native American artifacts from the time of Chief Micanopy. Fast forward a few years and visit the Greek Revival colonial home built in 1845, the Herlong Mansion Bed and Breakfast. It welcomes guests with southern comforts like a second-floor porch swing bed and 3-course breakfast served every morning. An easy day trip or an overnight weekend visit will leave you relishing the old Florida lifestyle. Visit buysellrebell.com to find your Micanopy home.
All right, we're back. I actually want to kind of talk about those videos because you voice over a lot of them, most of them, and they're all really good. They are videoed or recorded by Justin Short and his team at Short Media, so we always like to thank them. We also want to talk about the first video that we always have and the last video that we always have. Those are listings of ours or our company, and if you ever have any questions about them, we usually put them on Facebook. Also, they're on the MLS, but if there's anything that interests you, please don't hesitate to shout out and ask us any questions. The first one was the new Blues Creek. Sorry, we have it in Turkey Creek also. Our new Blues Creek and patios, and it's all been redone. New floors, all luxury vinyl planking, new walls, new painted walls, newish roof, water heaters brand new, and a fairly new AC. So perfect for if you don't want to deal with this insurance fiasco that we continue to talk about and have a great little 3-2 available for you with a little porch. So again, if you see any of these, do not hesitate to reach out. We will send you the information. We'd love to sell our listings.
Or you can search at buysellrebell.com.
There you go.
And see all available listings. And then for the podcast or for the videos that you see throughout the podcast, you can also check those out on rebellpodcast.com. And we have videos about date spots, things to do with your kids, little areas of town, everything you can imagine. But if you have ideas for us or things that you want to see us do more about, post them in the comments below, and we will get with the team and make more videos.
Yeah, we love creating videos, and so give us any ideas of things we're missing, but definitely watch them. We'd love to have you on our Rabell podcast page, which is our YouTube page, checking out everything that we create with.
And if anybody knows the people at World Equestrian Center and they can get us a pass to be allowed to record in there, we would really appreciate it, because we would love to do a special about them as well.
All right. And as you probably saw, this is our 99th episode, which is pretty awesome. But even more incredible is that next week we'll be back with our 100th episode. Wow. And we told you we were going to have somebody really special. And so it's our friend Olga Senrich. If I say that right or wrong, I'm really sorry. She's a lovely friend of mine. And I know I have a difficult last name to say, so I probably just messed that up. But she is with Made Up Gossip, and she has incredible marketing, video, just, write-ups all over Facebook, all over Instagram, but her videos are what really kill me. They're some of the best videos ever for her different businesses and organizations she has. So join us September 12th at 2:00, and we'll have Olga on. A lot of you know her. She's around. She gets around. She loves everybody. She loves connections. She's a force in Gainesville, and we all love her. So we're excited to have her on and talk about marketing and branding and just what she does for a living. So we'll see you, Olga. Thank you. All right. I don't know if you all get the guide to Greater Gainesville, but the newest one is out, and we are in there as Buy Sell Rabell, as Rabell Realty Group. Check it out. We have a bunch of them. We also have the K&R property management page up.
Oh, yeah.
Page 46, Why Greater Gainesville, but with me, page 30. Our lifestyle community, page 46. So we are all over this. We have a ton at the office. It's a really great magazine about Gainesville. I love it. I actually put it in my listings and hope that people take it, because it's not just about us. It's about all of this beautiful city of Gainesville. So if you want a copy, let us know. We will hold one at the office for you or bring it by wherever you are.
I like reading the next screen.
All right. So our next segment, where Rebecca and I will talk a lot more, since we're just talking about these, these slides that we have up. But let's talk about our More Money segment.
Nice job.
Good job, Tab. All right. So these are green tips, because green energy is really big still. Lots of people talk about it. And these are some that can raise your home value or just give you better peace of mind while you're living there.
Using natural light. I mean, this one to me seems obvious, but I still see so many people that list their even expensive homes. So any price range home you can make feel more expensive with natural light. And if you don't have an abundance of natural light, there are tips and tricks you can use to help with that. My favorite is mirrors.
Yeah.
Mirrors will make it seem brighter.
Bring the light in and
reflect and help. I'm working on I'm working on a property right now, and it has 2 windows that are south side facing in a tree canopied area of Gainesville. And I know they selected light colored floors and walls to help brighten and make it feel larger and seem larger. So little tips and tricks. I swear, I know it's Labor Day, but I have not been drinking yet.
Not yet, right? So there's like 2 ways to go about this. Like you talked about the listing part of it. We're always talking about and harping on natural light. So if you have curtains and blinds and there's a showing, open them up, right? Let the light in. I can't tell you how many times in my career people have said, I love natural light. I just want a house with natural light. And again, if you don't have a lot of natural light, if you're facing the wrong direction, then the best thing that you can do is lighten up your furniture, your pillows, even if you go as far as painting your walls, lighten up those walls. Do whatever you can. Even if you put like a white throw over your dark brown couch, it helps brightening everything up. But it also helps in the sense of saving money. If you don't have all your lights on and you're there in the middle of the day or the end of the day, summertime and even until now, we have bright light in Florida until fairly late, right?
Yeah, 8
so
or
that'll
9.
change, coming up soon, but utilize that natural light while you're at your house as much as you can so you're not turning on the electricity. So it's kind of about listing and selling your home. That is going to give you more of a
Green. More green.
Yeah, more green. It's going to give you more money, that green she's talking about, and also help sell your house faster and at a higher price.
Right. And if you're using natural sunlight rather than GRU light, you'll have a lower GRU
Exactly.
bill. And I know that's a hot topic.
And you know what?
now.
You could talk about that with Clay or Duke or anybody, but we're obviously,
But I know you feel it
GRUs
more
are a
with
huge
GRU.
hot topic. Right. So if you are in GRU, we implore you, you better use your natural light way more often. Keep those blinds and curtains open. It'll be much better on your pocket and on your sales. So, all right, the next one. This is a little bit more about saving energy, but I can bring it in with how to save or how to sell your house faster. So you and I both know, working in new construction, a lot of builders don't give ceiling fans unless you pay for it and upgrade to it in the other rooms. Now, if you don't get that, or you don't have ceiling fans in all your rooms, I would say go ahead. You're in Florida. Do the right thing and upgrade your bedrooms to ceiling fans. Not only will your family or guests appreciate you more, it will save more money. You will not have to lower your AC to the lowest amount because you're already getting this fresh, air circulating.
Air.
Right. And then also when you're selling, more people are looking up. They are. And they're saying, oh, there's ceiling fans in every room. We market that. And that is actually a sales pitch for a lot of people. Now, granted, you might say, well, they can put their own ceiling fan on. But if they don't have to, that's better for them. Most people want move in. They don't have to do anything. So ceiling fans are not that expensive. You don't have to go, crazy and go to like the more expensive places. You can go to Lowe's and Home Depot and find the same looking fans that you can find on, say, Pottery Barn. So I think it's a really good thing to use and to buy and to put in your house in most of your bedrooms, or all of your bedrooms, most of your rooms. Maybe not the kitchen.
Yeah, I've always been grossed out when I see people have ceiling fans in the kitchen. It's kind of weird.
I think when it's a low ceiling and you've got that old ranch tile and you just ended up putting that ceiling fan in, it is really great for circulation.
If you cook a lot, it gets hot in there.
Yep.
But yeah, I just don't like it because most people don't clean their ceiling fans from my experience in people's homes. Right. So it is a forgotten spot.
That is true. Clean your ceiling fans when you have them. That will help you from allergies.
I'll give you some dusting tips and a blog on how to properly dust your ceiling fan
blog,
without like the little particles getting everywhere.
Do you use that arm thing?
No, I actually use a pillowcase.
Okay.
And you can do it, and that way it doesn't go out into the air. So... Anyways.
Good. I love it. Good job. Okay. Solar panels. This is a big one, right? Because they're not cheap. And I have a lot to say on this. What are your thoughts, Rebecca, before I start yapping my trap again?
It depends on your insurance and your age of your roof. Some insurance companies are not liking these right now. And it also depends on the age of your roof. I personally have no problem with solar panels.
Yeah, I think they're a great
idea.
idea.
Live in Florida.
Unfortunately, I'm in hail. Not unfortunately, but I have wherever you have a lot of trees around, and some people don't mind cutting down the trees. It's a lot harder in hail, so we cannot get them because we don't have enough sunlight on our ceiling, on our roof. But I would. And now here's one little misnomer. You are saving money on your energy, right? On your utilities. You are, but most of the time you're paying that back into your mortgage, the mortgage on the solar panels, unless you pay them outright. And solar panels are not cheap. They're 20,000 plus. I had someone that we know, it was 90,000 to put them on. So it was the amount she was paying to the utility company was the same amount or more to pay to the solar panels. So you can't really think I'm saving money in my pocket. What you're saving is money to your utilities. So once you finally own this, which a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to pay it off for 20 years. I'm not going to live here for 20 years. If that is your mindset, don't get solar panels. It's not for you. But if your mindset is not paying to your utilities and getting the utilities back to you and then using the exemptions and the tax incentives, I guess more of the tax incentives, then it's great for you. And especially if you have a lot of sunlight, it does save money. You did hit the nail on the head with the insurance though. because now that solar panels are really even more popular, and there's the way that they're installing them now don't cause as many issues, or actually any issues, because they clip them to the sides more so than like the picture here, drilling them in. That is actually not how they're installed anymore, as I understand it. But
let's just be honest. You insurance people are no fun anymore.
Right, exactly.
We used to
We
enjoy
can't have
hanging out
anything.
with you, but y'all just no fun. No trampolines, no diving boards, no slides, no
solar panels. Come on.
Now
you can't even have a fun dog.
Now we can't even have a house that's older than 2012. I'm like, y'all need to just
calm down.
Calm
Give us
down.
a break.
Take a Xanax and a bottle of whiskey and just relax.
Right.
It's Labor Day.
So there are some great incentives of having them, but yeah, solar panels I think are good, but you just have to get out of the mindset that brings you down, which is usually
the
typical.
next one is wash in cold water
when you can.
When you can. I'm going to
Yes,
still believe that you need to wash certain things in warm or
Your
hot water.
whites or anything with like massive amounts of, stains, you probably need
So
to.
anything with children involved.
Sure.
Maybe animals.
But if you can wash as often as you can in cold water, it really saves your electricity and your water bills. So, well, more your electricity, but
Yes.
you don't have to heat it up. You don't have to spend all that, electricity utility to heat that up. So it's better for cold water to save energy.
When I was growing up, and I don't see this as an adult often, so y'all have to tell me if people do this still. When I was growing up, my grandfather kept a timer on the water heater, and it would only heat during certain times of the day. And it was whenever he was going to be showering. So early in the morning and in the evening.
I love it.
Right, because I would go take a shower in the middle of the day. Like I'd play in the pool, and then I'd be like, I'm going to take a shower because I'm a kid, and that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
It'd be cold. I'm like, why is the water always cold?
There was another one. There's a lot of them about water. Like when you're brushing your teeth, turn your water off.
I do that instinctively.
There's another one that comes up that we'll talk about later. And this isn't really, we actually didn't even talk about the benefits of having solar right now and how it's raising the values. We don't have exact numbers, but the solar panel installing companies and appraisers are getting together. And the more solar panels there are, the more we'll be able to really track the numbers. So back to that. This doesn't really have to do with saving money or selling for higher or for faster. It's just saving energy, and utility bills. So cold water, it also is saying, like you just said, lower the temperature of your water heater. Especially
I'm female, I like it scalding.
I like it scalding too, but if you're someone who does not like it scalding, lower it, especially during the summer months when it's really hot outside and you need that little refreshing, shower, and you don't want to scald yourself. Lower it during that time. When it gets to be winter again and it's cold, which is really not that cold here, but for those of us,
March. Yeah, when it gets to be March,
when it's like February, March, raise it up so you could be warm again. But any way that you can save from not using the hot water as often will help you with your water bill, utility bill. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning.
She's so bored. She's yawning.
I know. I think I'm just tired. Anyways. Okay, switch to LED. I didn't even know they sold non-LED bulbs.
That's true, but there's still a lot of them that
are them away.
They're a little cheaper.
They are.
Yeah. But LED light bulbs will last longer. They're better for the environment.
I love the lights that just come with the LED
I do
strip
too.
lights in there, and you don't ever have to it's forget about it.
I feel like you never have to replace these. I mean, I know you do, but it takes a really long time. So this is just like a super cheap, easy way. Plus, you have more light. When you do use your light, I feel like there's a way brighter.
It's way brighter.
Yeah. So we can quickly go through. I think this is like a no-brainer. Yeah.
Who doesn't do this?
Do you know how many people? And I think this is really.
I see the work orders. I do know how many people.
I think it's even more like you really have to talk about also irrigation. And that's why we've talked about this before. They're trying to do away with, in Florida, with irrigation in your lawn and new construction because so many people have leaky pipes and they don't even know it. And they're just wasting water and spending so much and they don't even realize it. And I've been watching a couple of the apps where people are talking about mainly GRU, and GRU can actually detect if you have a leaky faucet or a leak, but they don't always really tell you. So you have to be the one to notice this.
You should be being vigilant of your own property.
If you're a renter or an owner. As a renter, you're more than likely paying your utility bills. Why don't you watch that and turn that into your property manager the correct way? Don't just call or text, right? There's usually a portal with all of these property managers. Turn in that work order the correct way, and we definitely at KNR, but property managers can get that done quickly. So you're not wasting your money. All right.
I'm like ready for the next one.
Another one. Yep.
I disagree, but I understand it saves money.
It does save money, and same with those toilets that also are low flow. You've got like the one side.
More okay with the
number
low
one
flow.
and the one number two. I know why you're kind of against this, because it's frustrating being in property management and you're forced to do this. But
all the tenants change the shower heads, and then they all leak. So because they don't. Well, I don't like it as me because I have a lot of hair, and so I'm like, it takes forever to rinse that stuff out.
But if you don't have a lot of hair and you really want to save your money and save the environment, use low flow shower heads. It's getting out there. Yeah. We're going to hear it more often, and people are going to want this more often as they become, green oriented and the green mindset. All right. Sure. Programmable thermostat. This has been around for a while. Nest is probably the biggest name, although you can get them with any program, any company, whatever your AC is and your heater is, they also have a programmable thermostat. And if you could put that on your phone and you can, program it to follow you when they know when you're coming home, or set it, correctly. I never can set it correctly, but it knows what I'm doing. It's going to save money for you, because you're not going to have it on all day if you forget to turn it off. And you're going to be able to lower it or higher it when you raise it when you need. So yeah. Do you use those, right?
Yeah, I do. I like Nest, actually. Use the dishwasher at night.
So so anything like washing your clothes, and also the dishwasher, which uses a lot of water. If you're using it during the day, that's when everyone else is. And so that's like all the power, right? All the power. So they say use it at night when the power overload isn't happening, so that we're not using any more energy. We do too, but I guess this is a big thing with other people. I think there are people that work from home, and they still work from home now, and they're using it in the middle of the day. It's best at night because apparently the power grid is not at its top peak. So,
and then let's see.
It's probably one of the most important ones.
Change filters. Please change your filters.
So I had them right often. It all depends on the type of filter and the type of AC unit you have. So if you have those large AC unit filters that are like 6 months to a year, if you have a lot of pet dander or allergens, then you need to replace those more often. If you have the cheap little ones, replace them monthly. And then if you have the ones that are not so cheap and they're every 3 months, replace them on time.
Still replace them monthly, from what I understand.
I'm not kidding
HVAC
how much
people.
This will save not only your AC from not dying earlier than than its manufactured time could go to. It also saves your monthly because it's not working as hard. So I would say if you have pets, do it even more than once a month.
Oh, yeah.
You won't. We see some of the nastiest AC filters, and we're like, well, no wonder you were having such high bills.
If you want me to post a blog with pictures, let me know.
We can. Yeah.
I got some gross ones.
All right. That's it for your Labor Day. Thank you again for joining us. Let's go through our slides.
All right. If you have a property that you're tired of managing, or you're tired of the manager that you currently have and you want to come over to KNR, we would be delighted to talk with you and take over that property. You can reach us at 352-213-6410 or knrpm.com.
All right. And if you are in real estate already and looking to join a team or move from because you're not happy with your brokerage and you're wanting to move over to another brokerage, or if you're just getting into real estate and need a small, wonderful company who will take care of you, join us and call us at 559-8820 or email us at join@buyselrebell.com. We'll take care of you.
And if you can't get enough of the whole Rabell Realty Group crew and the fun, you can follow us along on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Google My Business.
And like and subscribe our YouTube page. Thank you. And as we talked about actually a couple times, we've got quite a few blogs that can be coming along, picture blogs and word blogs. So you can find all of them at buyselrebell.com/blog.
And we would like to thank the Fiesta Media for putting on this podcast and the 98 prior podcast. Please make sure you tune in next week as they host the 100th podcast. You can reach them at 352-327-5089 if you would like to have your own podcast.
All right. And again, we thank you for joining us today, our 99th. Again, like Rebecca said, next week, our 100th with Olga. Can't wait. 2 p.m. Monday, live on Facebook and live on RebellPodcast.com on YouTube. So join us. We're excited to be there. Thank you. Bye.